Hello students, today I am here to explain you all the chapter 2 of your English language, A Secret for Two. So this story has been adapted from a novel called as A Secret for, which is written by Quentin Reynolds. Before seeing up and before going through the lesson, let's read out about Quentin Reynolds. Quentin Reynolds was an author and a war correspondent. He is known as one of the bravest war correspondents for his reporting during World War II. So he was a very strong and a very bravest correspondent during the World War II. His published work includes many of the short stories, a biography, and an autobiography. So he has written up the short stories and even the biography and autobiography of the popular personality. So who is our author today? The author of today's lesson is Quentin Reynolds. So going through the lesson now. No one knew old Pierre's secret except Joseph, and he was not going to share with anybody. He won't be sharing, or they won't be sharing their secret with anybody. What is the secret? And who has the secret between each other? So that will be revealed in the lesson. For revealing that secret, we have to go through the text and learn the story. So let's begin. No one knew Prince Edward Street in Montreal as well as Pierre Dupin did. Nobody knew the street, namely Prince Edward Street, which was in the city of Montreal. Montreal is a name of a city which has a popularity of the largest city in Canada and major population, that is half of the population, was speaking up the language French. Prince Edward Street in the city of Montreal. It was very familiar and every nook and corner of the street was familiar to Pierre Dupin. Pierre Dupin is a milkman. For Pierre had delivered milk to the families on the street for 30 years now. So as I already told you, he is a milkman who used to deliver milk for the families on the street for 30 years. So he has experience of delivering the milk for 30 years. And moving on to the next paragraph of the lesson. And for 15 years, 15 years of those 15 years of those 13 years, Joseph, a large white horse, had been drawing the milk wagon used by Pierre. So here we have to understand two things. Pierre Dupin was a milkman, and Joseph, it is the name of a white horse, and Joseph used to draw the milk wagon. What is wagon here? Wagon, it is nothing but a vehicle which is used to carry the goods from one. Here, milk is being transported. So milk is being transported. So that's the reason it is called as milk wagon, which will be carried by Joseph. Joseph is the name of a horse. Used by Pierre, When the horse first came to Provincial Milk Company, Provincial Milk Company is a name of a milk company where Pierre Dupin and Joseph was working. He did not have a name. Who did not have a name? A white horse did not have any name. They told Pierre that he could use the horse. The milk company fellows, they have given the horse to Pierre Dupin to draw milk wagon. Then later, Pierre stroked the softness of the horse's neck. He stroked the sheen of its splendid belly. So he's just touching out and feeling each and every bit of a touch of a horse that is touching out the neck, and then a sheen, he's feeling very soft and a very shiny appearance of the skin of the horse, and the belly he touched, and he looked into the eyes of the horse. He is trying to build up a connection, a emotion between each other. Whom we are talking about? We are talking about the horse, namely Joseph and Pierre Dupin. Pierre Dupin is a name of a delivery man, milk delivery man. Hope you all understood the first and the second paragraph. So let me move on for the third one. This is a kind horse, a gentle and faithful horse. Pierre said, I will name him after good Saint Joseph, who was also kind, gentle and faithful. He was knowing a fellow, namely Saint Joseph. After him, he wanted to name the horse who has the same personality, that is a gentleness and faithful. The same way, that's the reason Pierre has given a name, that is Saint Joseph, to the white horse, who was kind, gentle, and even faithful. Within a year, Joseph knew the milk route so well that Pierre used to boast that he did not need reins. He never touched them. So he was not at all using the reins. What is a reins here? R-E-I-N-S. Reins, it is nothing but a long and narrow strap which is used to guide the horse. So within a year, Joseph, that is a white horse, was trained by Pierre Dupin, and Joseph knew the milk route very well, and Pierre did not want to guide him again and again, and he was not at all using and touching the reins. As I already told you, what is a rein? Reins are nothing but the narrow strap which is used to guide the horse here. Then moving on to the next paragraph of the lesson, it goes like this. Each morning, so this was happening each morning, and then each morning Pierre arrived at the stable of Provincial Milk Company at 5 o'clock. So he used to visit every day morning at 5 o'clock, and he used to visit stable. Stable, that is the horse. Where does the horse live? In the stable. The house of the horse is called stable. So at 5 o'clock in the early in the morning, he used to visit the stable, which was provided in Provincial Milk Company. The wagon would be loaded and Joseph hitched to it. So meanwhile, soon after the visit and before taking up the horse to the wagon, meanwhile the wagon was also loaded with the milk, and Joseph used to carry the wagon. Pierre would call Bonjour, Willie, Annie as he climbed into the seat. So every morning was started by Pierre with lots of zeal, that is enthusiasm, and with lots of energy. He used to say as Bonjour. Bonjour is a French word which wishes us a good day or hello. Very ami is a French word which is known for an old friend. Who is an old friend here? That is our white horse, namely Joseph. He climbed into the seat. The other drivers would laugh and say that every morning the horse turned his head and smiled at Pierre. Then Jacques, the foreman, would say, "All right, Pierre, go on." Pierre would call softly to Joseph. So the other drivers would laugh at Pierre and Joseph that they are talking each other. So this was the scene, or this was the situation built up every morning in the milk company. And now we shall see who is Jacques. Then Jacques, he is a foreman, a supervisor who will be assigning works to the people and sees and monitors the work is done correctly or not. So that fellow will be called as foreman. Would say, "All right, Pierre, go on." So Pierre would always be very energetic, and when soon after Jack has given the permission to go on, Pierre would call off softly to Joseph. So softly, very softly and gently, Joseph was called, and he used to take up the wagon and start moving to deliver the milk for the families who are on the streets of Prince Edward Street. So hope you all understood, and please just read on the textual things and make yourself understand. We'll see you up in the next class. Thank you.